I'm going to walk you through how to add an image. Basically, the first step is to figure out where in your manuscript that you want the image to appear, okay, and just insert your cursor there. Then you're going to come up to where it says Upload Insert, and there are a couple different ways to do that, different buttons, like this one I think does the same thing. So just pick the one that works the best for you. I'm going to click on this one right here. It says Add Media. Okay, and then you can actually just have, you know, a folder of images on your desktop and just drop them into here, or you can click on Select Files, and then you can have, you know, find images from anywhere on your hard drive. I just happen to have, you know, this folder of images that I am going to use for this demo. Okay, so I'm going to click on this image right here, shutter speeds, and then it's probably getting cut off, but there's a button that says Choose here that I'm going to click on. Okay, and so WordPress kind of works on that for a second, and then it gives you some information and some options here. The very most important thing is this title, where it has this red, hopefully this red asterisk will warn you of this and you'll remember it. It's incredibly important that you change the title from just what the file name was to add your last name to the beginning of the title. Okay, and what this does for us is it keeps all the files organized. So we're going to have this huge media library of all the images and different things that people have uploaded, and we need to be able to organize that. So if you, everything you upload, if you make sure that the first thing is in the title of it is your last name, then we can, you know, try to keep stuff organized. Other than that, I'll go through what some of the rest of this is. Alternate text, that's if you want something to show up as kind of a tooltip when people roll over your image. So I'm just going to write alt text so we can see it later. Caption, this is if you want an actual caption under your image. So this is a scale, you know, that blah, 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 whatever, however you want to describe that image. And then here, the image that gets inserted, you can decide if you want it to be full size, and you know, you got to be careful about the number of pixels here. So this one is, you know, on the wide end of what would work in this particular environment here. So 539 pixels wide. You know, I could probably get away with that, but anything wider than that is probably going to be too wide for the screen. Okay, so if that's the case, you might want to insert a thumbnail. You might want to insert just a medium version of that file. And if you're going to do a thumbnail, you'll probably want to have that thumbnail link to a larger version of the image. So if I click on thumbnail, then I can come up here to link URL, and basically that is whatever you want to have happen when somebody clicks on this image, thumbnail or whatever. Okay, so link URL, you could have no link. You could have it go to the actual image, the JPEG or PNG or whatever file, or you can have it go to a page that has this image file as an attachment. Okay, so those are kind of the options here. So I'm going to do, actually for this, I'm going to do a full size, and I'm not going to have a link, and we'll see what that looks like. And then here for alignment, when it inserts into the page, do you want it to not be aligned? Do you want it to be left, center, or right aligned? I'm going to choose center for this. And then I'm going to click Insert into Post. Okay, so for this particular image, because of the size that it already was, whoops, I forgot to save first. Let's see. Update. Now view page. Okay. Because this was a really small image, remember I said 539, you know, if it was like 800 pixels, it would bleed off of this page right here. So this actually worked as a full-size image. And because I did not, you know, I chose none for the link URL, there's actually no link, okay, so I don't get a little hand here. And then the caption that I put in here is the text that shows up right here, okay? So that's kind of the basics of adding that type of image. Let me show you just really quickly a different way that you can add an image. So here I'm going to add an image to the right side here, and I think I'm going to put it up here. Okay, so I'm going to go into Upload Insert, select Files, and I'm going to choose this image here. Okay, and again, very, very important that you put your last name as the first thing here. And the caption for this, aperture scale. That shows relationship, blah, 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 between, you know, f-stops and apertures. Anyway, so, and then for this one, what I actually want is I want a small thumbnail, and I want it to link to a larger version of the file. Okay, so I'm going to put an attachment post URL, and I'll show you what that looks like. And instead of center, I want this to be right aligned. Okay, and then everything else looks good here, and I'm going to put insert into post. Okay, so I get a little tiny little thumbnail image here. So let's save this and view the page. Okay, so that looks like this. I have a teeny tiny little thumbnail, and now you can see my little hand shows up there. When I click on that image, it's going to take people to the larger version of this image.